One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffaloes offense takes the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Got a man. It's Peppers. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
One of the things we love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides the back on the option, the give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
With the catch, it's Peppers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bucks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. It seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Cougars. Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Back to throw, it's Klein. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heat.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Klein. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Catches it at the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
To the ground with the back. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air. It's Klein. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
An extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that...
It's a fumble! Defense grabs the football, and there he goes! They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than close.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go right back to him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. New set of downs after the completion. Running behind that left side. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Klein. He's got an open man. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And that shows you the confidence this QB has in his target down the field. Running the corner route, he's well covered, but he knows if he puts it up in the air, his guy's going to go climb the ladder and make a play for him. Beautiful job.
Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Zips it out to his man. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Klein. Here comes the heat. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Peppers. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Klein. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Here's the handoff. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Nowhere close on that one as he got 12 trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Grab behind the line. It's Thurman. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play-action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Gonna look downfield again. Rush is on him. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cougars are flying down the field. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Picks up 6. First down.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. There he goes.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Houston wants to play fast. He's looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Trying to bull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got Sippo Zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
Well, Well, I love the idea by the offense here on third down close to the goal line, trying to get one of their best playmakers in space with the push pass. But I love the defense, understanding where the ball is, great eye discipline. They rally to it, and they get the TFL now setting up fourth down.
Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? Fourth and goal, you got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. On the run, it's Peppers. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Klein. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got it behind the line. It's Holland. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Snagged out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking for space. It's Peppers. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Splits the uprights. Good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. A quick pass to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Unloads quickly. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for him.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal trying. They've got to do it in a hurry. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hauls it in. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly,
and he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, it's Klein. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Things are complete to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing or in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive